A story about smoking in the back of a supermarket. With a name like that, I'm surprised that this didn't end up as a light novel. Hi, I'm Bayfond, and today we're going to be talking about a new, or well, relatively new manga that's being released that I recommend. To give you a brief rundown, we follow a black hole MC. What do I mean by that? Well, you know how most protagonists in rom-coms are just like kind of dense, you know? Yeah, this is another one that follows in that same vein. Yeah, I don't know how you would ever be able to get through this man. I don't know if there's another material on Earth that's denser than these types of MCs. And we follow an older gentleman. His name is Sasaki. He works at a black company, so yeah, you know, he's overworked and like exhausted as hell. And he's just looking for a little bit of relaxation. So what does he usually do by the end of his workday? Well, he swings by to his local supermarket, where he's always trying to see what his favorite cashier is doing. Her name is Yamada. But don't worry, it's not like he's trying to be a creep. He doesn't like make a move or like stalk her or anything like that. Guy's more pure than that. One of these days that he's visiting the supermarket, he notices that she's not there, and he's stopped by someone smoking at the back of that supermarket. Her name is Tayama. Wholesomeness ensues. And if you weren't able to guess from that, like, you know, very short-handed synopsis, I mean, it's kind of really difficult to tell that Yamada and Tayama are the same person with like the kanji slipped backwards. Yeah, there's, you know, no way to tell other than like, you know, the same kind of design. She looks a little different, you know, but it's fine. It's fine. I imagine in no way that she shares the same cadence of voice. Her build doesn't change. I mean, like, it would be really difficult to mistake her for like anyone else. Maybe just like she has her hair back. Yeah, so we've established that the main character is dense. And now you're gonna be asking me, hey Bayfund, what makes this one different than other like rom-coms that you always like talk about? Well, there's two things, you know? This one heavily exploits gap moe. It's when you have preconceived notions of one character, they're this archetype, they're always gonna be this archetype, and then, for whatever reason, they act a different way. Because maybe they're introduced to a new character that they like, or something else is happening. Gap moe is just a switch up there. Most of the time you're gonna see it with like a tsundere that's just being an asshole, and then she later becomes like, oh my god, I love the MC. And this one, no. You just get cheery, very happy girl, and then you get emo goth babe, you know? So, best of both worlds, I think. And the other one being, as the title makes it out to be, smoking is one of the big draws of this one. Their whole kind of like dynamic is based upon like smoke breaks and stuff like that, so yeah, it's not really that important, but it's just there. I thought it was kind of cute seeing the interactions with like the cigarettes and stuff. But after reading this manga, I think Japan should put like an additional warning at the bottom of like the cigarette boxes, like right next to cancer, it should say like blindness, or you know, maybe to make it even easier, like makes you oblivious to what's happening with the people around you, you know? I'm pretty sure before this, he was just a normal guy. Things to note, characters have a bit of an age gap. Sasaki's like in his 40s, you know? He's like a businessman. He's been doing it for quite a while. And then Yamada's just, she's pretty young. It's talked about. It's unconventional. Since they're both above 20, I think it's a win, because that's better than any of like the, you know, teacher-student things that have been coming out. Other than all of those things I just mentioned, this is a pretty generic rom-com. You can guess beat by beat what's gonna happen next. So if you're looking for something that's like the most groundbreaking and engaging manga that you're gonna read in like this next generation that's coming out, yeah, don't expect it in this. This is just fluff. This is wholesome, this is nice. You're gonna see a lot of S&M. This guy's getting teased a lot. It's funny. It's just a nice distraction to have mangas like this around. And this one's written in a way that it's not cringy or boring. It's actually really entertaining. So entertaining, in fact, that it's actually been serialized. Yeah, this used to be like a manga that the author would post on his Twitter, and now it's gonna be in a monthly magazine. I'm not really sure how the format's gonna change so much, because page counts are relatively small in the current chapters, but they might double on the new publications. I heard that it's going to be bi-weekly, so we're going to get 2 chapters a month. But while they're doing that, the author's also going to keep posting on his Twitter. So we're still going to get quite a lot of content. And let's just check. What's the likelihood of this becoming an anime in the future? Let's look at our scale here. Whoa! That's 100%. I mean, 100% with whatever margin of error you decide to put on it. To be honest, I see this in kind of like the same vein as all of the recently greenlit mangas turned into animes that I've just like been spurring about in the last year or so. Because like without a doubt, I think that this one's gonna get an anime adaptation fairly soon. It's not groundbreaking or anything. It's not a Genshiken. It's not 20th Century Boys, but it's good. So what I wanted to do was kind of like bring this to y'all's attention if you haven't been reading. Right now we're like 20 chapters in or so, and I think more characters are gonna get introduced. So yeah, a story about smoking in the back of a supermarket. Check it out. You guys might enjoy it. See y'all next time.